and to the floor. We're going to start off with a plank to warm everything up. So when you're ready, place your forearms down, place your feet back. Good morning, welcome to Pilates. Here we are, and then we're in a plank. So when you're ready, you're on your forearms, and just start waking up the entire body. See if you can breathe in through your nose, and breathe out of your nose. Breathe in through your nose, and breathe out of your nose. There you go. Energize the knees. Breathe in through your nose, and breathe out of your nose. You're doing great. One more in, and then one more out. Now rest your hips. Here's our Sphinx pose. And if you want to add on a little bit more, or when you're ready, go up higher. And hold. Waking up the abs, waking up the back. Breathe. Neck soft. Good. We're going to do 2 more of those sets. So we'll add on. You're going to go to your forearms and your toes. And then if you would like to add on, pull your forearms towards your toes. Pull your toes towards your forearms so you have an isometric add-on. 10, 2, 3. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower your hips. I could feel that a lot more. I hope you could too. Forearm Sphinx or Swan, and you might be a little higher now. 10, and then lower. All right, this set on our forearms, on our toes, the add-on is going to be to lift the hips up and back, and then come to your forearm plank, and then lift your hips, and then come to a forearm plank, and lift, shift, 4, shift, 5, 6, good, 7, 8, 9, one more, woo, and rest the hips. Now in the Sphinx, you can stay or press up. Oof, 10, looking good, 2, 3 more, 2 more, and then a child's pose to recover. Nice job, grab a sip. You're doing great. We're going to continue with the posture theme for the rear deltoids. So your pelvis is down. You're going to take your hands low towards your hips, palms face the floor. Now the upper body will lift, but you will, and your toes. Now you're going to add on the arms, go higher, 15 reps in the I position. Now take the arms more like the letter T, 15 reps. Try to feel evenness in the arm lift. Arms like a Y, 15. And then recover. Child pose, I'm going to add on a toe curl under, so if you would like to add that. Nice. And this next is a spinal articulation. So I'm going to offer that your hands are down and your knees are down. You can also do this with your knuckles folded under or on a prop like an arc on your forearms if you needed to, or on a pair of weights. So we're going to wake up the spine. Level 2, toes curl under the beast. Level 3 option is down dog, heels up, up dog, tuck, down dog, lift, up dog, tuck, lift, inhale. All right, let's do one more of the position you're doing, cat, cow, beast, or down dog, up dog. Nice job. Rest for just a moment. You can pat yourself on the back. We're going to add on a calf stretch. So on your forearms, push your hips up. So it's an upside down V. Pick up the left foot and press your right heel towards the floor with no strain, but definitely giving that right calf its stretch. Keep holding. Put the other one down, right foot on the left heel, and press. Keep pressing. Both heels. And then recover. Nice job. Grab a sip. You're doing great. We're going to do a little for the obliques. The first is that we'll take our shins down, a knee out, and then low, medium, or high arms. Good. Go 8, 7, good. 6, 5, you got it. 4, 3, 2, and we will add a rotation. Now 8, we're going to rotate towards the extended leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to pull that shin underneath and we're going to go to the other leg and go right into it. So low arms, medium, or high. Good. Good. Pretend your back's against a wall and you have to glide or slide your back against the wall. Rotation. Try that breath through the nose and out through the nose. Now come back. You're going to go to the floor. See if you can avoid using your hands. Go all the way down, and then your arm is under your ear. Take the femurs up. Feel the waist. And just take 10 more. Go to the other side, and you can, I'm going to try to not use my hands, in other words. Go to the other side and do 20. So this is sort of all a theme of lateral abs, core, working in the frontal plane. 10 more. You should be able to see your toes down the body. You're doing great. Now we do a side plank, same thing. I'm just going to grab my prop though. So if you want a prop underneath a bone that seems more prominent, go for it. So all this frontal plane. Now pretend your upper back and your head are against the wall. So you won't want to be forward. You want to be against the same wall your hips are against. Keep stretching out. Moving through the hands. Good. You guys look great. Breathe in. Now we're going to switch sides. However that looks to you. You can turn over, or I'm just facing you. I want to see you. Stretch out your hand. Your head, your back is all against an imaginary wall. Feeling strong. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower your hip down. Go back to the other side. And you're going to do a lateral flexion. So we're working in the frontal plane. That's the theme. So you could take one hand to your hip and go over. And lift and go over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should feel like your side muscles are ignited. Go here. Hand on the hip to start, or the thigh, I should say. The hand is low on the knee. 2, up and over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. Good job. Grab a sip. Wonderful job. And we'll touch just for a moment, touch a lateral flexion stretch. So we did a lot on that core. Add a little rotation. 5. Go up and over. 4, 3, 2, inhale. Nice job. Now I want to strengthen, grab a sip. I want to strengthen those back posture muscles. 1 reverse plank. So let me show you a couple of ways you can do this. It's like this, reverse table. It's like this. Or if you need to go to your forearms, that works. Or a prop. Hold. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lower. Let's do a counter pose for our hands real quick, and then we'll change it. And elbow long, shoulders down. Try the other one. Good, hold that. Make sure this is even. All right, so then we're gonna do a little balance. So at first you can grab 2 first fingers around your big toe. You can experiment. Now we haven't warmed up the hamstrings too much, so start gentle. Yeah. Breathe. Good. Nice. You could come in, and I'm going to bend the knees a little. Good. And try 3 of a dynamic balance. And then a let go. And hold. 5, 4. Good. 3, 2. Inhale. And then 1. Nice. Grab a sip. We're going to be belly down. Thoracic extensions. A little theme, so your back will feel strong and your posture will feel open. So at first, hands beside your pelvis, kind of like that I position. It is palms facing down. Lift up your torso, lift up your toes, and just breathe. Try to feel both arms are lifted the same. Toes are lifted the same. Now lower just a bit. We're going to take your hands at the lumbar spine. Now you could touch the palms together if your body will do that. Go up. Recover, and remember you can do the other way now, or you can put your hands beside your hips if this is a problem for your shoulders. Inhale, lift up. Everybody looks so good. Feel the upper back. And then recover. All right, now this is, let's just do a windshield wipe. This is swimming. It's going to be right arm, left leg, and then left arm, right leg. So posterior oblique chain. Right arm, left leg lift, left arm, right leg lift. And then Karen, see if your head will float up a little towards the ceiling, just a little bit. Yep, try that. Yep. See if that feels better on the neck muscles too. If you want this harder, all of the limbs come off the floor and you continue that pattern. And if you want it even harder, speed it up a little. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, all through the nose. Percussive breathing. and recover child pose. So even the breath, the breathing muscles are muscles. So we're changing the breath, changing the muscles that we work for breathing and how we work them. So your muscles work different ways, right? So we're going to go down again, and this is an extension plus rotation. So it's similar, but there is a rotation. So I'm going to have the fingers near the temples, lift up the right leg and the left shoulder area higher. So right shoulder, left leg. Now you're adding an extension with your torso and a rotation. Try not to collapse in the ribs, so the ribs will not get closer to the hip. You're extending and rotating. Good. See if each leg is lifting as high. So is the left lifting as high as the right? Is the right side of your torso lifting as high as your left? 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Good job. Push it back. Knees wide this time. Child pose with knees wide lets you take a diaphragmatic breath. So think about breathing in through your nose, filling up your whole belly, and breathing out of your nose. And then we'll grab a sip. We are going to do another type of swim, but it's called breaststroke. One part of the recipe of healthy upper back is the scapula shoulders. So you're going to pretend you're swimming with a circular motion. Arms like a big circle all the way down to your hips if you can. Like you're going to draw a line where your hands touch the thighs. You'll draw a line up all the way forward. Breathe in, lift. Now the add-on could be that you flutter kick your legs. Good, hands low. Yeah, as big an arm circle as you can. So arms straight out in front. The fingers will be touching at the top if you can. Then they touch your thighs. Draw a line up. Flutter, flutter, and flutter. All right, child's pose, yeah. Good. Walk the fingers over to one side. This is a lateral flexion plus that child pose. 5. You can add a little opener. 4. Go to the other side. Walk your fingers over. Add a little opener. Nice. One more sip, and we've got one more exercise I want to do here with us, which is the overall swan. Belly down. At first, once your belly's down, you lift up without using your hands. Encourage yourself to go as high as you can without your hands, and then let your hands assist you. It could even just be a swan, a little swan or a sphinx. Lower down, try to let the hands off when you can, and lift your legs. Lower your legs, lift your torso. When you can't go anymore, hands assist. Lower your torso, and then as soon as you can, let your back eccentrically lower your torso to the floor. Lift your thighs. Thighs down, hands push. Good, so just keep going. Feel it's even. Legs. And then we're going to stay down and lift up your legs. Well, hello. And then do a flutter for 20. And then do toe taps or heel taps, however you're built, externally rotated or internally, 20. And push it back. Nice job. Push back. Really good. And then grab a sip. We're going to take a couple of a mixture. So hip abductions is really important for back and balance, but I'm also going to throw it in with side plank. So I'm going to grab a prop. You're welcome to as well. I'm going to support my arm. Now the difference is, so you can go into a plank side, and that could be all you do. The difference is going to be that your upper leg lifts 5 times. Now we're going to lower. We're going to go to the other side. Make sure all this is comfortable because we're going to be more weighted on it when we lift up that leg. You're going to do your possible side plank. That's great. Or add 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good. Lower down. We're going to go to the other side. Take, at first, the top leg back. So look at how my foot is behind, sort of like a tree pose, but on the floor. Go up, and then if you can, 5, inner thigh, 4, good, 3, or just hold your steady, 2. Now lower your hip with care, other side. That's my universal symbol for other side. And if you're adding on, that foot goes back. You lift up. And you take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower down. Nice job. A little quad. So go to your shins. I'm going to use a pad. Good. I'm going to place hands here. Hinge. I'm going to turn more sideways. I want you to see I'm in one long line. So ear, shoulder, mid-rib, hip, knee. Only go back as far as comfortable. It could be 2 inches. Yep. Keep a pomegranate between your chin and your chest. Your thighs are stretching while strengthening, so it's an eccentric contraction. Good. 5 more. You can go back more if your body will let you. 4. It's the lengthening the muscle while strengthening it. 3 more. 2 more. Good. 1 more. Now, the counter pose, I'm going to have us do a type of camel. So toes could be under, hands could be back and squeezing. That's level 1. Finger to each foot for a count of 3. That's level 2. Fingers to both heels. Hold, your choice. I'm giving us plenty of time so you can even up if you need to. Yep. Breathe in. Now the hand goes forward, chin tuck, hand forward, chin tuck. Good. Nice. Grab a sit, and I bet you guessed it already, the other part of that leg is the hamstring. So you're lying on your back. Make sure you have enough room. And I'm going to have you have not 180, not 90, but somewhere in the middle. Go down. All right, once you're here, so it's not a typical bridge, it's a longer knee bridge. Push up your hips. Let the thighs, let the knees, whatever part of your anatomy touches, touch each other. So your legs are closer together. Go up. Now slowly lower down. Don't just let the gravity yank you down. Lift up, there's a little pause, slowly lower down. So you're taking twice as long to go to the floor. Lift up, let's say that's a 1 count, and then at least take a 2 count after you go down. So lift up, pause for 1, and then take a 2 count down. Lift up for 1, pause for 1, and then take a 2 count down. Lift up for 1, pause for 1, and take a 2 count down. 3 more of those. Lift up, pause, take a 2 count down. 2 more of those. Lift up, pause, lower. 1 more. Lift up for 1, pause for 1, and lower. Now we're going to slide the feet in and do a few things. One is hands to the feet, knees wide, like a bound angle. One is happy baby. And then if you can stretch it out to more of an inner thigh, go for it. 10. And then leave your left foot down and your right leg points up. Now your sacrum's on the mat. Go up and then put your sacrum on the mat. So I'm going to move my hand so you can see. Lift up, sacrum on the mat. Lift up, sacrum on the mat. Lift up, sacrum, hamstring stretch. 5, yep. 6, all the way down. So you're not forgetting part of that range of motion. 8, 9. Same leg, just pull your toes back. 10 of the top leg. Same leg is up. Yep, 4, 5, all the way down. 6, 7, 8, 9. Same leg, stay up, point again. Same leg, little pulse at the top. 10. Same leg, flex the foot. 10. That leg should be ready to switch places. The right foot's down, everything's down, the sacrum included. Lift up the left leg and point the left toes. Here we go. All the way up, all the way down, sacrum down. All the way up, all the way down, sacrum included. 3, 4, 5, all the way. 6, and the breath. In the nose, out the nose. Toes back, same leg is up, same leg is on the floor. All the way. Same leg, you're going to point the toes of the high leg and add a little pulse. You're going to flex the foot of the high leg and add a little pulse, or dorsiflex. Lower down, hands to the feet. Happy baby, pull the knees down. Add a little right and left. Nice. Good job. Now the legs are up. Your hands can be beside you. You're going to take your legs down to the left a little bit as if I'm on the other side of you and you have to clear my legs. Come up, partner drill leg lowers. Tap. Tap, ribs down, tap, tap, 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, 1. All right, let your feet down and open up into a bridge in order to stretch out the hip flexors for a minute. And then lower your pelvis. Legs come back up. Keep your head down. Draw a circle on the sky for corkscrew modified. Go up, go around. Those of you that want to add a pelvic lift at the top, you can add that pelvic lift. Yep. Four, 3, 2, love it. 1. Even yourself up and let's do a bridge in order to open up the hip flexors that we just had contracted. You can interlace your fingers if you'd like as well to open up the shoulders and chest a bit more. 5. And then lower and leave your left leg pouring into the floor. Now we're going to do 10 total, which is 5 and 5 of leg circles. So 5 one way, so big as you can while maintaining ribs down. As big as you can. And then catch that leg for a moment before we switch. Spread your toes, flex, spread and point. Spread your toes, flex, a few circles. We know ankle flexibility is important for back care and balance. All right, let's switch it up. So the leg that was up is now pouring down. The other leg is going to draw large circles, 5 one way. Inhale through your nose. And 5 the other way. And you're also exhaling through your nose. We're going to catch that leg and at a point, and when you dorsiflex, spread your toes, point, spread your toes, point, spread your toes, point, spread, and circles a few each way, at least. And then hug those legs in. Nice. Legs go up. And at first, I'm going to just show you a modified double leg lower. So pretend you're just within a 6-inch range of motion. You're going to go up, you can flex, you can point, and that may be all you do. If you would like, you can take your hands behind your head. You won't do that with the osteoporosis option. Point, point, point. 4 more, 3 more. 2, and then 1, and hug, and just take one hand per knee and stir. We're going to do about 3 to 5 each direction, stirs. And then grab your hands underneath and pop up. Grab a sip. You're doing great. We'll do some plank variations. Good job. Hamstrings, glutes, abs. This is abs as well. So when you're down to your forearm plank, we're going to do one, I like to call it rock and roll, but it's also a hip dip. So go into a plank. Dip your left hip a little bit lower and then your right hip. So you're going to alternate right, left, right. So you feel obliques more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Recover for a Sphinx or a Swan. Good, you guys are doing great. Next, easy. Good. And then we're going to shift forward and back here with your hips up. Go forward, go back. 10, forward, and you're parallel to the floor on these. If this hurts at all your feet, just grab a foam roller. And rest. Sphinx or Swan. Nice. And we're going to do one more. So pop up and listen to your body. But if you can point your right toes off the floor and then point your left toes off the floor. Right, left, right, left. Good. 4, 3, 2, Sphinx or Swan. Good job. Take a breather. We're going to do a great stretch, which is the bow pose. That'll stretch out everything we just worked. So bend one knee and find the ankle. See if you can do that on both feet. And if not, we're going to do 2 sets, so it's not a big deal. Go ready, get ready, go up. 10. Recover. Get ready. We're going to do it again. And up. And recover. Nice. Come back, child pose. Good job. Rest. Grab a sip. We're going to do a little, it's body integration, but the focus would be triceps. And I want you to feel free to do the push-ups on the wall with the elbows really narrow for triceps, or you can do them on the floor in all sorts of ways. I want you to feel safe while you're working these triceps. It's also like a body integration move. So I'm going to show you the modified, yes, exactly. Stand on the wall if you need to. Go to modified knee if you want, or go to toes. Try 12. Only go as low in your push-up as you can keep your shoulder blades down the back. The arm bone, the humerus, should never feel like it's pushing forward of the rest of your body. Especially if you're doing a yoga class with a flow. 3, 2, 1. Or that's a place where it's vulnerable. I'm going to have a stretch your triceps. You can do an interlace finger position. Our shoulders and our chest. Tries. Cow face. And I'm just turning all different ways so you can see. And then cow face, good, that was good. To catch your elbow is a great modification as opposed to the arm up. Now we're going to do another set. Instead of 12, it'll be 10 reps. So you might stand up against the wall. You might do a hands and knees. You might do all fours. So find one that works for you. 10 though, instead of 12. I love it. Good. Whenever you're done, we're going to do a prayer pose here. Yeah, this is a hand and forearm stretch. Now, if you can do the second one, which is prayer pose behind you, reverse. But if not, just stick with prayer pose. Open your shoulders here too. Nice, and then let that go. Take one leg out. If you have a standing position, you can go on the side and then go over. Yeah, the other way, Michelle, yeah. Parigraha, add a rotation. And add a rotation. Go up and over to the other. So a parigraha, we came back to the stretch that we did earlier. We did the exercises for our core. Rotate down. And rotate up. Okay, we're going to add on to this. So this is the easiest of them if you need somewhere to stay. And this is a little harder. Foot back, lift your heart. Lift your heart, lift your heart, lift your heart like you're shining up. Now the leg can go in line with your knee, come up and over, and we go leg out. Got a knuckle if you want. This is a little harder. That way you know you can go back to the other one if you want, a parigraha if you need to. Now inhale, use your core to come up. Next one, remember you can always go back to a previous modification. It could be here, but if you want, you can take a Maldrasana, which is the top foot back, hold 10. Of course, you could do a side plank on your forearm too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're gonna go to the other side. So I'm gonna lower a knee, come up, hand down. Now you may do the a parigraha pose if you need. Yeah, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Let go, grab a sip. You're doing great. We're going to touch the hips just a little bit on the side. So we'll think of units of 10. The first phase is to be up on your forearm. And you want to have a rib lift here. Take your top leg and draw circles. 2. think I need to kick my cup forward. 3, good. 4, some of that leg needs to go behind you. 5, make sure this shoulder that you're not shifting forward and back with your torso, you're stable. Same leg, flex that foot, really pull the toes back, pull. 2, we're just doing 10 of this direction. Keep your shoulders stable. Now this arm comes down. Catch the top leg in front, it's a passive. Lift up your leg and draw circles. Point of the bottom leg. Flex, and you're going to go backwards. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to add a bonus on this. Point your toes, go up and down 10. Try to relax the top leg. Flex your foot, go 10. Now we're going to do a transition pose, so go belly down, arms underneath your forehead, kick your feet, tap your feet together 20 times. And then we're going to go to the other side. So you can challenge yourself for this moment. What moves do you think come next? And that's for the brain, neuroplasty. So your forearm is going to hold you up. Your top leg is going to point and do circles. Good. Good. 4, 5, hello. 6, 7, 8. You're steady on this shoulder. Flex that foot. So your leg is moving, and in order to be stable up in your torso, you have to activate some muscles around the shoulder girdle. Now, this arm is going to be a pillow. The top leg is going to be in front and about 90 degrees or higher. Bottom leg point in circle, and you can think to yourself, what moves do you think come next? As a neuroplasty memory, we have something called digital dementia a lot of times because we rely on digital so much that we're forgetting phone numbers and that kind of thing. So you can create that pattern here of memorization. Now we did 10 points up and down. Breathe in and out. Flex that same foot, the bottom one, really pull the pinky toe even. Hot dog, great job, really good. We're going to touch a couple stretches before we add on. So at first, your right ankle to left thigh, reach your hand through and hold on. This is going to be hip. Ooh, nice. Ooh, that feels so good. Ooh, add your ankles if you'd like, your toes, you're spreading. Your gentle challenge with the toes is they should be able to spread apart from each other so they're not touching when you direct them to span. How wide can you get the big toe from the pinky toe? Try your other one, ankle to thigh. You can do ankle movements, toe spreads. Five, 4, we're going to be doing the inner thigh stretch. So your hands go to your inner feet or ankles. This is a good place to grab the toe if it wasn't responding or if it's starting to drift towards midline. 5. And if you can, add on the wide V where your legs go wide and your toes pull back. 10. And then when you're ready, pop up for just a second, grab a sip. And I want to cut up without using our hands. See if you can stand. I want to touch the feet just for, or the lower half for the little bit in a gravity, in a position that we are in life. So at first, just lift your, let me turn side. So lift your heels, but also lift your toes. But notice I'm doing this all from the ankle. I'm not shifting at the hips to make this happen. So this helps prevent shuffling when those shin muscles are active. Toes, good toes. Toes. Now, that's pretty warmed, so if you feel good, do 10 calf raises, 1 foot, hip level, and then 10 calf raises the other foot hip level, or hips stay level, meaning parallel to the floor. Okay? Now, that's your base move. If you want to stick with those, please do. So I'm going to offer a little bit more. We know how important jumping does for the osteoporosis prevention or bone density growth. So here's a pogo. Also, we need to be elastic. If you've ever remember falling as a kid and you kind of bounced, but then later you feel like you're shatter a piece of glass, this is the quality of fitness that we want, that elasticity. If you're doing okay and you want to add on 6 humongous jumps or whatever you feel like you can. So you'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, kind of walk it out. Take a moment. We're going to do 6 more of those, or you can do calf raises. Listen to your body. So we're going to do 3 sets of 6 so you know how to plan. Come down, 6. Go high, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment to walk it off. Remember, you can do calves. This is just does a fabulous job of building bone density. Apparently raw milk does that too. I didn't know that, but I just saw a study on that. Growth hormone factor. Okay, so here we go. 6 more, you choose. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now deliberately walk it out. So your heart rate, when you can get it down quickly to recover, that's a fitness measure of fitness. I want to have us do a dynamic balance. Heart rate still going. 4 humongous circles. 1 leg balancing. Breathe in. A soft goal, go backwards, is you're getting your heart rate down. Now 4 on the other, 4, 4. Backwards. Heart rate should feel lower. Try the breath through the nose. Try tree. These are fitness challenges for function. Heart rate. You're doing great. 5. Now, a bonus challenge, rotate away from the knee that's in the air. Rotate to me. Lower, lift and spread your toes. I should have said that on the first one. That's a great cue for awakening your arch, but try that on this one. Good, everybody's hips look good. You're lifting up through your waist. Yep. This is more of a static balance. Palms together, and you can bring them to your heart, like the thumb just barely rests on the sternum. Option, rotate away from the knee. That's a vestibular challenge. Breathe in. Breathe out as you come forward. Nice job. One little tightrope. I'm only going to have us do 3 complete right lefts, but it's a vestibular balance challenge as well. So you have a reduced risk of falls with these type of exercises. So left foot forward, right hip back. All right, now you're tall. You can tell how moving the eyes, moving the sternum or the head, that's the big challenge, but the tightrope also is. So push the feet into the ground. Wow. Good, so you're very comfortable with a lot of different balances. I like it. See if you can go to the floor without using your hands. I know you can. And we're gonna do a rotational stretch. So gonna have us do eagle, which is like the eagle pose in yoga. You wrap your right foot around your left foot twice if you can. Shift your hips to the left. Right arm out. Let yourself go. Breathe in the nose if you can and breathe out of your nose. And then scan your jaw muscles and make sure you're not forcing your mouth closed to do that cue, that you're just allowing your lips to be closed. And then just rotate to the other side. All right, so knee over, hook the toe. And then hand on, left arm out. Try to melt. With every exhale, you can melt. You're going to do a quad stretch, so I want you to decide. You can do this on your side, like the arm underneath your ears is a pillow and your foot's under, or you can grab your Pilates foam roller. Good, I see that. Or you could be on the back and do it, but this demands a little bit more flexibility. So find what way works for you. Yep, that'll be fine. Yes. Looks good. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to take it to the other side and try that little breathing into your nose cue. Did one side feel tighter than the other? Five. Good. See if that thigh will let go with your conscious attention. And then just take a moment to rest your body. So the whole body is like a pancake resting. And we'll take 5 breaths here. You can try to let your mind just have a clean slate by following the breath, or if you prefer a one-word mantra, an energy like peace. And then we'll come up to a seated position, and it's a comfortable seated position. We're going to do a little neck stretch series. So I want you to gently draw an ear to shoulder, and it could be that you reach an arm down or that you use a hand, just letting your traps be stretched. Try the other side. Try chin to chest, and you might use 1 or 2 hands to gently assist. Come back to neutral, and this is just a gentle rotation. So keep just your neck is the rotation, not your chest. And we'll hit the other side. So just your cervical spine. And then come back into a neutral position, but you're not working hard at it. You're just staying here and breathe in that sense of peace. That it is very important to let the mind rest sometime. We have so much coming at us during the day that it's really important for our brain health to let it rest. And then a lot of ideas come in that place anyway. So we'll just remember that. We'll let our brain have a rest anytime we need it. It's just as important as sleeping. I'll take a moment to set that intention of letting our brain rest whenever we need it during the day. And with so much appreciation to you, thank you so much. Good job. Hope you had fun.